okay, it's not a Locke Outdoors video if I don't eat blueberries. Man, they're delicious. I wish you guys could all have them. But if you can't have them, you can still subscribe to my YouTube channel and you can watch me eat them whenever I do. That's bad. I apologize. Hey everyone, you're watching Locke Outdoors, and this is my camp. Welcome to the Roku experience. It's been so dry here on the island for weeks now, and these blueberries were growing, but they weren't very big. But the last couple of days with all the rain, it seems like the plants went and absorbed all the water and they pretty much swole in size. Look at that. Beautiful blueberry gold. Okay, I made it at camp. Now I'm tearing all that down and changing it. And I only got a few hours before nighttime. So, let's get cracking, shall we? So, one of the things I don't like about this lean-to, or this shelter that I got built, although it's very spacious on the inside, it's still too much like a tent or a tarp for me. Like it's too much like a lean-to. I still call it a lean-to. And I want a little bit more head space when I'm inside. I don't always want to be crawling down around. I'm getting too old for that stuff now. So I'm going to change the design of it a tiny bit. And I got a new tarp which I packed in, and a little bit more heavier construction. So let's get to it. One more bar list to go. It's going to go right across the top. Essentially, I got two tripods set with the inner legs interlocked with each other to create like a diamond pattern. The bar is going to go right across the top between the two tripods, and that's the frame. I think it's going to work. So I want to get the top one as smooth as I can because this is the one the tarp is going to go over. So I don't want any little spiky bits going through the tarp and creating holes. So there's the first A-frame, or sorry, the tripod, and that's the second large tripod, and I got a stick going across the top. And I got the legs of each of the tripods coming back towards each other. That'll help give it some frames and some rigidity when I put everything up. So that's the frame right now. Now it's time for the tarp. It's getting there. I can start reading soon. Or eating. I'm getting tired. So now I can pretty much walk right in here with no problem whatsoever. I can fix up my bed. I can have a little bit of a bigger fire in here now if I want. I'm just going to fix up the front door. Well, everyone, I spent the evening getting my shelter all built up. It's actually quite nice on the inside now. I can pretty much stand up in there now. The bed is raised a tiny bit more than what it was. And yeah, so I just took a quick bath in the pond right back there. I was going to walk you back there, but the water's actually up about 1.5 feet. So I really can't even get close to the beach right now without getting my feet wet. So I'm not going to walk back there tonight. I'll probably do it in the morning. But right now I am going to make a little supper. I got some, I'm going to boil some eggs and a little bit of pepperoni and salami I'm going to have. And yeah, settle down for the night. So yeah, there is the pond. The water is up about 1.5 feet, 2 feet. You can see the water just coming through the branches there and the bushes below. Yeah, and all that moss right there, right from that stick in the middle of the screen up towards the pond is saturated with water. And then just a foot past that, it actually gets to water. So she's up quite a bit. Beautiful night. Warm, warm night. Probably about 24 degrees right now. And the wind's a little cool, but that keeps the flies away. What a beautiful evening. So yeah, here it is. There's the bed. Coleman stove. My pot. My coat and backpack on a hook. Gonna be some comfortable night, I think. So I got the everything all set up. The shelter set up quite well. Got a couple of hangers in here now. I got clothes hung up. I'm all bedded down for the night, and yeah, I'm gonna spend the night, get up in the morning, and I'll continue doing a little bit more work here on the camp before I go home.
Well, good morning. Well, I can't say I slept very well. I have to fix the bed, definitely. So I only got a few hours sleep. Um, but the shelter itself is perfect. Uh, Lots of good airflow, but plenty of protection, lots of space, and I was warm all night long. And actually, part of the problem I think for sleeping last night was it was too warm. Uh, so yeah. So it's around 7:30 in the morning now, and I just woke up to the feeling of a shrew running on my head. So I'm getting up now, and I'm going to start making breakfast.
And I also have a few more chickpeas I'm going to throw in. So the spice I made is a mixture of different spices. It is a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. I have paprika, smoked paprika in this, and some Cajun spice. And yeah, so that's what I have. This is my camp spice that I make and I bring everywhere. Bon appetit. So a lot of my friends in the real world, they keep suggesting that I should apply for a loan. Try that contest. And there is a big part of me that really wants to give it a shot. Because I know I have the skills to do it. But the biggest problem there, I don't think it's the isolation either. For me, the biggest problem would be the food. Now, I know how to catch the food, and I know how to process the food. Problem is, you got to catch the food. But yeah, I think I would really enjoy being involved in something like that and just testing myself, regardless if I win or not. I would love to have that type of experience. Now, this fall and this winter, I'm hoping to be able to come down here, catch a few rabbits, and process what I catch and cook it all down here. I guess I just have to practice some of my outdoor cooking skills over open fire with meats. Now, I can boil a rabbit all day long, but who likes boiled rabbit every day for 60 something days? That's harsh. Let me go over this again. If I was to get a spot on a loan, what 10 items would I take? A synthetic filled sleeping bag, a ferro rod, bow and arrow set, an axe, a knife, rabbit wire, some sort of drinking vessel or cup, something like this maybe. So I got 3 more items. Fishing hook and line. So that's 8. Oh, a knife. That's 9. And a large spool of bank line. That's what I would take. So I just wanted to go over the rucksack. Now, in a previous video, I talked about this rucksack and the importance that it is to me, that it has to me. My father passed away in 2015 due to Alzheimer's. And as far as I'm concerned, the world lost one of the best outdoorsmen you could ever have. Now, I don't mean that simply because he was my dad. No, he was talented and he was skilled. He made a living in the woods. He was a fur trapper. He supplemented his income. He looked after the family on his skills outside, and he was really good. And I spent a lot of time with him in my early years going out in the woods with him. And when he passed, I inherited his rucksack. Now, this rucksack is 1960s era for sure. So it's, wow, what's that? Almost 50, 55 years old now? Almost 60 years old? It's a while. And it's a Lecky's backpack. It's an external frame mounted backpack. Heavy canvas and all leather strappings. Now, it's a pretty basic rucksack. It's a drop pouch, which means there's a big open pouch in this, which means you can put anything you want in here. And it has 3 external pockets. It's a pretty simple pack. I can't find these anymore now, and if I could, I would buy one every time I could if I can buy one brand new. Now, I stopped using this a few years ago because every time I started to use it, something started to tear or rip or come off of it. And it's becoming tatters. Now, this pack has a lot of meaning to me, so I still want to use it, but I know that if I continue using it as it is, it's going to completely disintegrate. So I'm hoping to find someone who is willing and able to restore this. I have all the canvas one would need to rebuild this. I don't have the sewing skills. But if anyone out there knows of a person who has the capability and the skills and the willingness to restore this backpack for me, it would be much appreciated. I would buy all the materials, ship it to them, and let them do their magic. You know, these leather straps, this whole rigging, even the waist belt gave away, and I'm using my dad's old leather belt actually as the strap now to go across the back. But it would mean so much to me if I can get this thing restored and to continue using it, even if it's not the original. As much as I want the original parts, is not going to happen. Like, even now, I don't think I'll be able to use this again. Actually, the leather right here on the buckles are starting to tear. I can see tears in it now, so it might get me home. I had a piece giveaway on me, so I'm holding it together with a carabiner. And even yesterday, as well as I was strapping it up, I tore the strap off. But this is a classic style backpack, and they have several styles, a large, medium, and small. I have all three sizes. And yeah, I would do anything to get this restored. So if you know of someone who can do this, or who can restore this, let me know in the comments below. And I'll look into it. But anyway, I gotta get back home.